So the first one we did the first two we did were out of state. But then the idea that maybe we can do mission trips in our own diocese was given. So that alerted us to these possibilities. A chance conversation with Reverend David Wolfe in Paterson led to a wonderful mission trip in Paterson. We did another one in Port Newark. We've been to Jersey City, we've been to Staten Island, and we've been to Crossroads. Those are the places we've been to. What happens when we get there is that we're able to work with the staff, with the members, with the participants in very different ways. And every time we found that the experience of being there has transformed us. Being there has enabled us to live with the different people because we spent the whole week there. We share meals together, we talk together, we're enabled to do the work that we need to do. It always seems very minimal in a way when you look back, but you know that you've made a difference in that you've got to know the people and got to know how they live. I'm going to now pass on to members of my congregation who have been on these different trips.
One of our favorites was the one to Staten Island, where we worked on hurricane cleanup. Although Staten Island is not very far away, it was a whole different world to us. And our project was to renovate a house that was down to the studs. All the siding and walls had been completely stripped out of it, and the plumbing, because it had mold in it. And we did sheetrocking. You should see Margaret wield that sheetrock. And I got to be a little better at taping than I ever thought I could be.
This last mission trip that we went on was locally done at Crossroads, which is a camp for kids in the summer. It's also a retreat center. And we had a wonderful opportunity to work with Anthony in terms of renovating some of the buildings out there, and also doing some work post-Sandy in terms of working with wood and things like that. We also had an opportunity to eat with the kids, and we stayed out there in the bunks and would have worship with ourselves, and also was able to kind of minister to each other, which is part of our trip too, to grow and to just network with other programs in the diocese.
When the Tri-parish youth program started in 2013, I was hired and we adapted the mission trip. And that consists of 3 different churches, which is St. Alban's in Oakland, New Jersey and Franklin Lakes, Trinity Church in Allendale, and St. John's Ramsey. So therefore we got to have more children, more youth involved in the projects. So that year we had about 12 youth members, and what we did was, it was a 5-day trip. We had one day where we helped out Crossroads to give back to the camp that we were there for, just doing lots of yard work, and it was after Hurricane Sandy, so we helped them. And then we did a day at Haven of Hope, which is the facility that takes in families with children with life-threatening diseases and tried to give them a fun week of vacation.
One of my favorites was Haven for Hope, which is, or Haven of Hope, Haven of Hope, and at this organization they bring in children who have life-limiting diseases, and their families who can't really afford to go on vacation. So they bring them down to Hope, New Jersey, and they have a pool and different things nearby for the families to do. And we got to just talk to the kids, and that was really inspiring to see their different stories. I remember one girl who had cancer. She was just so inspirational, and she actually said to us, "I kicked cancer's butt," which was really funny.
Another day we did the St. John's backpack program, and what that is for families in the area that get the school lunches provided to them during the school year. However, in the summer they don't have the funds to have that, so this program packs up backpacks for the families each week and gives them 2 sacks of food. So the youth went to the store, bought all of the stuff, carried it in, and packed about 300 bags of food for the community. The other thing that we did was, the other project was Stop Hunger Now, where they came to our facility and we packed over 10,000 meals to be shipped out to people in need that need it internationally. And that was a fun day for all the kids to do that. This year we added a new project with North Porch. So in 2014 we had 22 youth. So each year it's really grown, which is a wonderful thing to be said. And so we added North Porch, which is with the Diocese of Newark, and they provide supplies, baby supplies for moms and children in need. And so what we did was we had the youth come to the facility, help to organize all of the supplies. They got a little rundown as to how much diapers cost, and it was amazing. One of the youth said something like, well, minimum wage is, I don't know, $8.50, and diapers cost, $14, so a mom has to work this many hours to get a pack of diapers. So it really did sink in. The best part of the day, I always thought, was the reflection that we did in the evening, where we would sit together as a group and we would read a passage from the Bible, and it would be something that I chose that was reflective of the work that we did that day. So we would read it together, and then the youth would give me their ideas and thoughts, and just so inspiring. And it's a wonderful group of kids.